Oui, je marche avec cette béquille.
Yes, I walk with this crutch. That not only reminds me that I am not completely healed,
Je ne suis pas guéri.
the crutch reminds me not to forget the love of God.
Et cet amour de Dieu. Cette rencontre.
That meeting with Jesus Forsaken. You
Alors,
see, this crutch,
cette béquille,
I like it a lot.
Je l'aime beaucoup et je pense que
I like it a lot, and I think it adds to who I am.
elle ajoute quelque chose à moi.
My experience began on the evening of May 2nd, 2015. I had met a young man who was 20 or 25 who was asking for help to return to his neighborhood. I knew that the neighborhood was dangerous for a young person, and that at the time, in 2015, there were several demonstrations in that area. So I offered to give him a bed for the night, and the next day I would show him the neighborhood. When we arrived near the university where I was studying, I met 6 people who jumped on me and beat me. I woke up when I was laying in a ditch, paralyzed from here down. It was this young man who pulled me out. I laid down on the road, and he did everything he could so that somebody would take me to the hospital. During that night, while lying on the stretcher, I remembered Kiara's meditation on Jesus Forsaken. When the priest asked her, "When did Jesus suffer the most?" And Kiara answered, "In the Garden of Gethsemane." But the priest said, "No, it was on the cross." The meditation sparked a feeling in me that I could not understand. From that moment on, I experienced a joy that I myself was not able to express. I started living the present moment in Burundi, and 2 weeks later, I was transferred to Rwanda. I really met Jesus. I would say physically. I remember that I left Burundi on May 12, 2015, and on the morning of the 13th, the borders were closed. If I had not left Burundi on the 12th, I would have stayed there. I found out that I had a rather serious injury. So there was an urgent need for an operation. And the doctor told me, "You need to find money for this operation." When I was in Bujumbura, the Gen came to see me together at the Focolari. So they started thinking, what can we do? And they decided to send a message that there was a Gen from Burundi who had suffered an accident and needed an urgent operation. So Gen from all over the world, everywhere, started to contribute. The day after the operation, the doctor came to me and said, "Jean-Paul, you can continue with physiotherapy. We will help you so that you can sit in the wheelchair." I thought, no way. And in my heart, I thought, no, it's not possible. Then I said, "Doctor, I will walk again." When you do physiotherapy, the pain increases instead of decreasing. But I felt confident because with all the steps forward I had taken, I had experienced that Jesus with me. Then I said to myself, the next step will also go well. And so, step by step, until I was able to walk with only one crutch.
Jusqu'à ce que je marche avec un seul béquille.
I can say that this healing experience
De guérison,
is the result of love
je peux
and
dire
unity.
que c'est le résultat de l'amour et de l'unité.
We know that God is
On
love,
sait que Dieu est amour. Mais quand
but when
tu
you experience it
expérimentes
yourself,
toi-même, tu vois exactement
you see
que Dieu
exactly that God truly loves
nous
us
aime
immensely.
immensement. Je peux dire que
This
aussi
love gave me the
cet amour
courage to
m'a donné
forgive,
le courage de pardonner,
to forgive those who
de
tried to kill
pardonner
me.
ceux qui ont tenté de me tuer.
Because
Parce que quand
when you
tu ne
don't
pardonnes pas,
forgive,
tu ne peux pas,
you can't
eh,
you you can't
tu ne peux pas
continue to
continuer à
experience the
avoir
joy that I had.
cette joie que j'avais. Et quand
And when I
j'ai
had the
le courage de
courage to
pardonner,
forgive,
j'ai senti
I
que
felt that I was
je suis
free.
déjà libéré. Il n'y a pas
There's no excuse.
l'excuse.
I have
J'ai
no
pas
excuse
d'excuse pour
not
ne
to
pas
love.
aimer. J'ai pas une excuse
I have
pour
no
ne pas aimer mon
excuse for
prochain,
not
pour
loving
ne
my
pas,
neighbor, for
être
not being a
un
good
bon
Christian.
chrétien. Mais j'ai eu la
But I
chance
have been lucky.
à travers mes
Through my
amis qui
friends
sont
who
en
are in
Belgique,
Belgium,
que
I
je
can
peux aller
continue my
continuer la
physiotherapy
physiothérapie et même
and also have
une
a
petite
small operation
opération
on my
sur les
toes
orteils puisque
because they still hurt.
ils me font mal.
Before my
Avant mon
accident,
accident,
I was studying
j'étais
civil
pour faire la
engineering.
génie civile. En Ouganda,
In
je
Uganda,
terminais la
I
génie
completed my
civile.
studies, and
Alors
afterwards,
après,
I tried to
génie
look for
civil, c'est
work
de
and to
chercher
continue on the
avec
path of my
un
vocation.
emploi et puis continuer à l'avant
Maybe marriage?
sur ma
I think
vocation
so.
de mariage peut-être. Je pense bien.
When somebody sees me with this
Quand
crutch,
quelqu'un me voit avec cette
they dare to
crutch,
ask me,
il a
Jean-Paul,
ouais,
what happened?
Jean-Paul, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
And I have the courage to talk to
J'ai
them,
eu le temps de
to tell them about the love of God.
lui parler cet amour de Dieu.